So when I was younger, about age 20, bear in mind now I'm 28, nearly 29, so we are talking a good 8.5, 9 years ago. I just found out I was on the spectrum of autism. I had just been told, it's just been figured out by my family, not by a doctor or anything, no professional diagnosis, but I was on the spectrum of autism. So naturally at that age where I've just become a man, or at least by title, things I guess started to make sense. But of course what happened when I found out was all the negative thoughts of I'm a freak. Problem was, at that stage of my life, just becoming a man and still a bit lost in life, whatever, not knowing what to do, all these negative thoughts happened to me. And the problem was that my life was almost like a reason for my negative thoughts. So I was 20, I had a job and I was being paid £5 an hour. And I worked for like 3 hours in this bloody kitchen. So I'd walk out of the job after 3 hours of scrubbing plates and all sorts of horrible stuff with £15. Then what would I do with that £15? Well, take a guess. I'm an Englishman, age 20. I'm going to go for a few drinks in my local pub. So that's what I did. I had £15 and pints back then, we were talking 8-9 years ago, pints were in this pub were about £3.20. Now pints, unless you go to Wetherspoons, are going to cost about £5, £5.50, £6. It just depends. But yeah, £3.20. So yeah, I'd nick a few pints and then maybe get someone to, buy me a pint because I ain't got any money, And then all my friends around me started dating, started hooking up, getting girlfriends. I couldn't do that at all. The last girlfriend I had was when I was 18. So 19, no girlfriend. I think I kissed one girl. Woo, yay. That was a big thing back then. I kissed a girl. Yay. Kissed a girl. All my friends were hooking up, getting girlfriends. And then there was me just, finish my second wank. Like, naturally, the negative thoughts would take over. I'm useless. I'm no good. I'm never going to achieve anything in life. I'm always going to be a fucking loser. Those are the thoughts that kicked in. Because I'd found out I was autistic. So then I'd label myself as ugly because no girl fancies me because, whoa, they aren't dating me because I must be ugly. So yeah, negative thoughts were taking over. And I'd convinced myself I was depressed, a freak, and naturally that wasn't very good for my psyche, my brain. I was telling myself these negative things, and this is where I think I went wrong, because I kept telling myself I was depressed. You take these off, I don't need them on. So if you're going to survive being autistic, or ADHD, or anything, you've been diagnosed with something, if you're going to survive it, there's autism in the title because I believe that's what I am. And that's what I've been telling myself for years, and I've got family on the spectrum of autism, so it's all connected. But I think I've got traits of ADHD as well. But if you're truly going to survive this, if you're going to survive this mentally, this isn't going to be any bullshit advice of, number 1, love yourself, number 2, love yourself. It's none of that bullshit. It's all just a bit washy-washy. It's not really going to help you in any way. But it's kind of, in a weird way, though, it is a kind of like, yeah, just love yourself. It's not quite like, that's not really practical. It's just like, yeah, great, I'm still fucking depressed. But what you need to do is stop with the negative thoughts. That's number 1, is stop telling yourself anything that's negative. Even if you believe it be true, you need to stop with the negative thoughts because you are telling yourself, you're imprinting something in the back of your mind. An identity. You're creating this identity in the back of your mind that you are useless, pathetic, you're autistic, you're rubbish, you're this, you're that, you're ugly. You're telling yourself these things, and this is exactly what I did, and it led me into a deep dark hole of piss and shit. So you are telling yourself that you are depressed. You are telling yourself that you're weird, So that'll just bring you down into a deep dark hole of piss and shit, also known as depression. I'm just going to call it piss and shit. So always replace these negative thoughts with good thoughts. Thoughts that will benefit you in some way. Now, I would never ever identify myself as being depressed, even if I am down in the dumps, even if I do feel like shit for something, even if I am dissatisfied with life in any way, I would never label myself as depressed because it does not benefit me in any way whatsoever. If I sit down and tell myself, oh, I'm lost, I don't know what to do in life, which I think I kind of am on that sort of stage. I've come back from traveling, I've been living here for 6 months, and I'm a bit like, oh, I want to do something more meaningful, meaningful to life. Maybe this is it, maybe it's YouTube. But I'm not going to tell myself, oh, I'm lost, I don't know what to do, because that doesn't benefit me in any way. Do you understand? So that's the same with what you tell yourself. I'm useless, I'm no good. You're telling yourself that. Do you understand? So tell yourself something a bit different. Tell yourself, yeah, I'm not exactly where I want to be in life right now, but I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better at dating. I'm going to get better at this. I'm a fat fucker. Well, I'm going to start getting into shape. It's a gradual process. It won't happen overnight. It's a lifestyle change. So you've got to make these changes in your life, but stop telling yourself, oh, I'm never going to lose weight. I'm never going to be this. I'm never going to be that. Start telling yourself positive thoughts. Never give yourself a negative thought ever again. Never. And I mean never. And if you catch yourself out, tell yourself something negative because you've built that habit up over your life, just learn to stop that habit. It's a dangerous habit. It's such a dangerous habit. So stop with the negative thoughts right now. And the second point of this video would be more to always progress. They kind of link together, no negative thoughts and progress. So always make progress, always learn. Learning's not just for school or university. Just always learn. Read a fucking book on self-improvement. Always learn. Learn something you're interested in. Learning doesn't stop at school, does it? In fact, I've learned more in life than I did at fucking school. So always learn. Always progress. If you're trying to quit bad habits, you're trying to quit wanking, beanie little me, then progress and stop. Learn how to stop. Cut it down and stop. Always progress with the gym. I'm still going to the gym now. I'm not hench, but I'm toned all up here. I love it. And I'm still going to keep going and progressing. So always progress and get better and better. These things will help you. So number one, stop with the negative self-talk. Replace it with positive thoughts. Number two, always progress in something. Your physical health, your mental health, your education. And this is what got me through. Yes, I still have slight struggles in day-to-day with being autistic. I might slightly struggle socially because I might say the wrong thing. But this isn't really advice on that. That's what you got to work out on your own. Maybe I'll give advice one day on that, and who knows. But this was more for your mental health. This is to stop you from being depressed. This is going to sound quite sharp, quite harsh, but this is going to stop you from jumping off a fucking bridge and killing yourself. Honestly. So many negative suicidal thoughts at the age of 20. Because I thought I was no good. And then what? What if I would have actually committed suicide and condemned my family to a lifetime of misery? So imagine if I actually did that. I still have life. I don't know what happens after death, but I still have life. I'm here in the woods and I'm surrounded by trees and I can hear the wind against the leaves and life is beautiful. And I'm thankful every day that I pulled myself out of what I pulled myself out from. And I'm so thankful. I actually feel the emotions coming through talking. So I'm going to end it there. You know what I mean? Life is a beautiful thing and you will pull yourself out of this, honestly. Just think about what I said.